Welcome back. Sorry. Hello, everyone.
Hello.
You just missed the part that we're really glad we weren't broadcasting.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not too sure how many people would agree with that point of view, Dalton.
I mean, yes. Is it sad what happened that day? Of course.
Terribly sad.
Maybe just stop now.
Yeah,
Hey.
that could be wise. But I'll say that my cat's more important. So
People
We're
get
still on
real
broadcasting,
sensitive
right?
about everything.
No, we totally are.
God
Word.
damn it!
People are sensitive, okay? You have to take care of their sensitivities.
I mean,
Or
you should probably try not to just blatantly offend people. That's not really
I don't try
a good
to.
way.
I don't
He's just
try
a natural.
Right.
It's more of they get offended by what I say. So that's
that's
not mine.
No, that's not how anything works.
Yeah, that's not at all how this. That's not how.
Actually,
any of this
that
works.
is because you can base on what you get offended by and what you don't get offended by. Like for instance,
Oh dear God.
No, I don't
Like,
think. I don't think you're right here, Dalton.
I also really
unfortunately.
don't think this conversation should continue. Just FYI.
Yeah, no, it shouldn't at all. So,
it's okay.
you guys arrived.
I'm the perfect people person.
No, you're not. So you guys stayed on the boat over the night, just south of Wolf's Bach, and so that day was we left on the cliffhanger of talking about typhoons and getting to know Olag a little bit better. But there is another day to roll, so let's find out. Vi, I think it's your turn to roll us a encounters check.
be a good one. Don't let that typhoon.
A memorable one would say.
Gone. Typhoon's wiping out the boat.
Yay for typhoons! Followed by a tsunami.
Alright, so it is currently the 30th of Vorkheim. Congratulations, you guys made it. And through the middle of the day, you guys actually pass through the town of Krobach. And again, just as Olag said, there are forests to your to the right of the boat, which would be the southerly direction. And you guys are past. You can see it kind of in the distance. It's not directly on the water. There's a few like docks and stuff where stuff can be like traded and stuff like that, but it's not directly on the water. And you pass by a seemingly unassuming town, which is probably plagued by undead or any manner of beasts, as every small village is here if you look hard enough. And you guys continue on, and night falls, and Olag says to the group, he says, I feel a change in the weather. It's maybe best if we anchor up a bit early tonight. Or, it's up to you. We can also push on, see if we can reach Streisand. He's kind of like addressing the group, whoever would be like present for the thing.
Whoever paid the most.
Right. Yeah, whoever's like up on the docks, right? Or not the docks, sorry, the deck of the ship. Like, would anybody like address him? Because if not, then he's just gonna do what he feels best.
Well, I mean, he is the captain.
It's true. He is the captain.
Also, he's a pirate. So
This is matter on which I am happy to defer to your contextual expertise.
He's like, with the river narrowing, I think that it would be best if we anchor up, perhaps in a shallows. That way, that traveling by lantern light only would not be safe, I think. There's something on the wind. It's perhaps going to storm soon.
No, that's just Chester.
Yeah, right, yeah. Perhaps going to storm soon. the trees will help abate that a bit. And he starts giving orders to his crew, and like the sun is just like setting on the horizon now, so they have enough light to like toss over the anchor, and you're kind of in the shallows in a fairly narrow part of the river. The boat, you could probably leap off of the boat onto either side of the riverbank from here, which this is a shallow river boat. Like he's kind of like done it in such a place that if the boat were to come loose of the anchor or like anything were to happen, the boat wouldn't have a whole lot of room to like shift around and rock and move if the storm gets rough, if there is a storm, if that's even what's happening. So yeah, very like kind of like quick-minded captain move here to do that sort of thing. The problem being, like, if the boat does get tossed around, it's totally possible it might get beached, and you might have to spend some time putting it back in the water, right? So it's kind of like...
And we don't have Raka anymore.
Right. It's either like, lose the boat by having it capsize, or kind of put it close to the shore, or at least in a narrow part of the river, where the worst you might have to do is, use some elbow grease to get it back in the water. But again,
I think we like this boat.
You like it a lot more than the last boat?
Yeah. Surprisingly.
Okay. Yeah, and so, everybody beds down, and the lanterns are lit, and as the night progresses on, which, by the way, everybody is at full complement of everything now. I know I haven't been, like, making you guys roll or whatever, but yeah, you totally can be at whatever. And as the night progresses, I think it's probably... I wrote their names down this time. It's probably Clark's watch. And would anybody be, like, up maybe to take a piss in the middle of the night, or...
Chester would be.
Anything? Yeah, Chester, you're not sleeping a
Marla.
whole lot, right?
No.
Yeah.
Marla is up, but she's, I suppose, staying in a secluded spot, like a room.
Sure, yeah. So I think that Chester, maybe you like go up and this is probably the nicest time you've had on the boat because it's not rocking a whole lot. Like, you're not moving actively. You're kind of almost resting on the bottom of the riverbed, and you see Clark, and he's got like a crude kind of it looks a little bit rusted, like scimitar at his side, just a simple, very ill-made weapon, but you see him like standing like on the railing. He's kind of like looking out, and like when you come up, you're silent enough that if you don't want him to notice you, then he won't. But I think you also noticed this too. There appears to be like a big fog bank rolling in, and it's kind of like doing the thing where it kind of rolls in through the trees, and so visibility is dropping rapidly, even for you with your pinpoint accuracy eyes, because you might have vision, but you also still can't see through fog.
This is bad.
I mean, if you say so, it's just fog.
I don't like fog.
Really? You're like a sneak thief. You don't like fog? I would assume fog
No.
is like your natural element.
As a player,
Fog
he
isn't
doesn't
good for
like
me.
Okay. All right. So you take care of your business or whatever, and you see Clark. He starts like saying something to himself, and he can't quite pick it up. Would you like approach to see what he's saying?
I would.
Yeah. So you like creep up behind him, and you hear that he's talking, and he's saying like he's reciting like a chant. It almost sounds like a prayer, almost. And
as soon as I notice it kind of sounds like a prayer, I'm running back to my room.
okay, you just take off. Yeah, he's just
I'm
like
gone.
He's just like mentioning it to himself. So you meld into the shadows. And I guess we see
The whole chanting thing's not for me.
I guess we see Clark up on top of the cinematic view, right? We enter cinematic view here. We see Clark kind of up on top, and he recites his prayer, and he kind of he opens his eyes, and you can see a little bit of relief, like he's done his thing, and he begins to walk, pace the deck, because the end of his watch is coming up, and he's going to get Ullman, and he gets to where the stairs are to lead down into the lower decks, and he sees something come flying up over the railing, through the fog, and he sees, as he walks over, he sees that it's a grappling hook that's been attached to the railing, and he screams an alarm. So everybody will be woken up, but you all will have to take, at the very least, one turn to grab your stuff, and then one turn to get out onto the deck of the ship. Okay.
Right.
Morella, I don't know if you can decide. It would be weird if you were just sitting in the dark with your armor on, but
no.
For those of you that wear armor, okay.
It takes considerable time to put on the armor.
Yeah, for those of you that wear armor, if you're asleep right now, you don't have it on.
Luckily, Chester's never asleep on a boat.
Right? Yeah, no, Chester could totally live in his armor if he wanted to. It's gross, but he could totally do it.
Chester's totally going to be exhausted at this point.
Yeah.
Just by the way.
So he shouts an alarm, and jumping quick to and fro, I will switch everybody over to a map of what is about to occur. But I also need to hide you guys, because you guys are kind of under the deck.
Yeah.
Okay. So Chester, you're pretty close to there. So I'm going to put you on the GM layer. I'm going to put you on the GM layer. I'm just going to put people on the GM layer. So it might look pretty black to you guys. Just to start out with, but we'll do it, as easily as we can. You'll also notice when we get to this, I have changed the way that the lighting works a little bit. When you guys get your tokens, even in no light, you should be able to see. I've changed it so that even if you have no light visible, you'll still be able to move around the map and see some things. I think it feels a little bit more realistic. I need to make sure Dane is on the GM layer. So can everybody should have a completely black screen, right?
Yep.
Cool, awesome.
Yep.
So Chester, you're awake and closest to the place, so you will obviously get a chance to do something here, but we do need to roll some initiative. Let me pull it up. Hey, it's clear already. That's cool. Awesome. So, object tokens. So everybody go ahead and roll me initiative. You can't select your characters.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
about that.
About that.
That's a problem. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna do this kind of ghetto. Everybody select your characters from the main screen and roll me initiative. It's just so I know what it is. There we go. Okay. Just to get you on the table. Just to get you on the table. You guys rolled fairly well. I mean, except for Vi.
Well, when I've got a +5.
Okay, I mean, it's not great. It's not great. Let me roll initiative for this guy.
Soon TM.
Oh, wait. Is it not going to show up if I move you guys to the screen? I wonder.
You're on the wrong layer. Or that too.
No. It shows it on my GM one, but it won't show it on your guys's, so that's a problem. But that's okay. I can just import you guys over. Because you guys are on the GM layer. Never mind. That's why you can't see it. Disregard. Disregard. It's still there. You guys just can't see it. Sorry, that's confusing. I didn't have to do that before. So let's go with this guy. He's gonna roll this. Cool. Awesome sauce. Because you guys can see those two guys, right? You guys can see two individuals there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The initials of
Yeah.
initiative at least.
Cool. Yeah. Those are that's Ullman and Clark. Those are bad
Boys,
guys.
you would say.
Those aren't bad guys. Don't worry. And then we're gonna roll for
bad
Oleg.
guys. These are just bad guys.
Cool. Right. Yeah.
What's that?
I mean, pirates aren't inherently bad, right? Like, it's kind of
They're
rude.
just have no loyalties to anything but themselves. So.
I mean, there have been some pretty impressive pirate nations in real history.
Yeah, no, I mean, oh, that guy rolled really well. Okay. Which guy is it? Is it this one? It sure is. Let's see what these guys roll. Boop. Oh, they rolled really well too. And then let's see what this guy. Yeah. Let's see what this guy rolls. Alright, my initiative's on point today. Apparently. Cool. So I'm gonna do this, descending. So technically first to go is Petrov, even though you see only that one person up there. Petrov, you were the first to awaken. It'll take you I mean, you can grab all your stuff for free, but like, you have armor, you can totally put that on or not put that on, that's up to you.
Yeah, no, it's not worth the +1 armor. Petrov will grab his rapier and short bow and get it to see what's going on.
Cool, yeah, awesome. So you can make it to like the bottom of the stairs, and the next turn you'll be like at the top of the stairs, able to act, because you're fairly close to the staircase. Your quote unquote room is fairly close to the staircase. So
Sweet.
those guys are gonna go. Chester, you're the next person to go. Now, Chester, you can totally just like peek your head up and be able to see what's going on.
Totally peeking my head up.
Okay, cool. So we'll put you on the token layer. So these guys generally sleep on the like the deck, right? But they're like they're technically like Oleg and Ullman are currently like asleep. They're like rousing, right? Because this guy over here, who is our Clark, who's the guy who saw the, actually he's probably like right here, the guy who saw the thing, you see him like pulling out his scimitar and getting ready to act.
And this is totally nighttime, right?
Yeah, it's nighttime and there's a bunch of fog. So your vision's actually obscured, which is why you can only see what you can see right now.
So I'm gonna move around to this other door here.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to hide in the doorway and peer and see if I see anything over here.
Okay. Roll a perception check. It'll be with disadvantage because of the fog.
And I'm exhausted.
And you rolled a 5.
I guess your night vision doesn't help with this.
It's foggy, so I can't see
right,
anything.
yeah.
Anyway.
He can totally see in the dark, but it's also obscured. Like, just because you have night vision doesn't mean you can see through obscurities.
So I'm gonna use my bonus action and hide, like, in the staircase,
Okay.
sort of.
Sure. Yeah, no problem.
And ready my crossbow if anything pops up. I want to shoot it in the face.
Okay. Yeah, totally.
And that's Chester's very scared turn.
Okay, awesome. So Chester, you see Clark here?
Yeah?
Well, let me do some measurements.
Do I not see Clark there?
No, you might see Clark there still. But it depends on how this goes. So,
I have to measured from this side.
let's see. Shh. Don't be a bad player.
Ooh.
So you see Clark sitting there, and you see he's like trying to like grab something on the railing, and he's like he's fumbling with his like scimitar, and then you see 2 black feathered arrows just start protruding from, just blossom from his chest, and he like gives like a little like surprised cough, and then tumbles over the railing into the water.
Do I see what he was trying to tug on the railing with?
With a 5, no.
Okay. So Chester just ducks
Yeah.
a little more into the staircase.
Yeah, with a 5, no, you don't see that at all. And then they're gonna do another thing. And then Chester, miraculously, the fog begins to dissipate. Quite rapidly, actually.
Wizards.
and let's see here. He's got some other things. Yeah. Hold on, let me see how this works. Cool. So, roll a perception check again. You don't have disadvantage this time unless you want to use your exhaustion.
Totally still disadvantage.
Perfect.
Doesn't matter, but
Yeah, you don't notice anything that this individual does. Morella, you can use half of your movement to get out onto the deck, to like burst out of the door and be on the deck of the ship.
Okay.
Oh, Chester, you didn't get added, did you?
Am I prone?
Let me.
Is what you're saying?
No, I mean like you can use delete this one. Yeah.
Like I'm only 15 feet away. Is what you're saying?
No, yeah, so you can have 15 feet remaining of your movement and be from below deck on top of deck, is what I'm saying. It'll take you 15 feet of movement to get out on top of the deck.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's what I'm saying here.
All right. Well, seeing as how there was an alarm, she would immediately, using her action, like equip like her shield and just probably grab her longsword.
Okay, yeah, grabbing your longsword is nothing.
And then running towards the deck because I don't think she would have enough time to grab fucking her arsenal of weapons.
Okay, so you burst out onto the deck, and you see that this is Ullman right here. He's like rousing, and you see that Olag is like waking up and like rubbing his eyes and like reaching for his scimitar, and yeah, you don't see anything else going on.
Yeah, I suppose like the nearest crewman, I just simply like look over. I'm like, what is going on?
Yeah, if you shout that to Ullman or whatever, he will he rubs the sleep out of his eyes and he's like fumbling with a scimitar. He's like, I don't know, I heard, and he's like on his knees, like standing up now.
Yeah.
Just saying that he heard the alarm. He doesn't know what's going on either.
Mm-hmm.
So you still have 15 feet of movement if you wanted to like move around, but you're also limited by your vision, right? You basically can only see what is going on. And also roll me a perception check.
At disadvantage or no?
No, you don't have disadvantage.
Okay, good, because
There's no more
more
fog.
fog.
The fog has dissipated. Nice. So, Morella, you go to like step out onto the deck, and you see that the boards of the deck have warped, and there's these large spikes that like they've turned into like this difficult terrain, and they look like they would have hurt if you had stepped on them, but you see them before you do that.
Yeah, and so like I'm kind of just like looking at the floor and things like that. Like, is there any place that I would be able to move without incorporating difficult terrain?
So let me see if it was cast directly there. Nope. It is literally all of the boards that you can see. Like you go to step out of the thing, and you can see that like all around the individual you're talking to, like these boards are all spiky, and like he hasn't seen it, right? He's like standing up, getting ready to like figure out what's going on.
Here's a question.
Mm-hmm.
Is there rope on the middle mast? Right here.
Yeah. There's rope there. There's also rope right here next to you. Oops, wrong tool.
So what I see is what I see. So like towards the left of me, it's not land. It's like marshy, like tall water grass. Essentially, it's not like stable land.
Yeah, so. I mean, like it's land, right? Like there's definite like you could go walk on it, but it's more like these are like plains. It's grassy. Marshy probably wouldn't be the term that I would use to describe it. Maybe on like along the banks it's a little bit muddy, right? Like along here it's probably a little bit muddy. But over here it's like tall grass, like maybe up to your waist or chest.
Yeah. All right. Then I think she'll just kind of like I don't think she would really do anything. I think she'd just head towards the captain.
Okay. If you go to walk on these wooden warped spike things, they're gonna hurt you.
Okay.
Just FYI.
Could I jump over them? Is the question.
Because they're all like consider it all these squares around you have that on it.
Right.
In fact, I'll just do this. I will give me like something. Give me a marker or something.
Well, the question is, would I be able to jump onto the upper deck to where the captain is? Is a better question that I have. With the remaining movement that I have.
Let me show you what this is here.
Radius of it is. Okay.
So all those squares that are touched by that are affected. So you could totally leap up like right here and like grab on, but you'll have to move at least 10 feet to get to there because of jumping up for 5 and then moving there for 5. So it'll at least be a single movement.
Okay.
And then probably
because I can make a high jump 20 feet.
Yeah, you can get up there. It's not a problem. Just if you jump up there, you're going to take damage.
Okay. Because also I don't see the radius because I think you have it on the wrong layer.
Wait, no,
but
I don't.
That's okay.
I just don't have it visible for you. Hold on.
There. That could be it.
Now
yes, I see. Yes, I see. Just making this hard for me.
But I need a decision. Come on.
Yeah. I think she just if she knows like she's gonna get like hurt.
Yeah.
By
the spikes are everywhere.
Then she's just not gonna move.
Okay, so you're just gonna stay there. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. So Clark gets up and he looks around, like he stands up and he looks around, and he can't see his buddy, who got knocked out, obviously. So,
right.
I'm gonna delete this. So he's gonna make a perception check. He also notices that the floor is covered in spikes, and he like goes to step and like he looks around. He's like, all right, what in the blazes is this? The boat's warped. What are these? But he's going to turn around and he notices something, and you see him like pull out his scimitar and like hold it up, but he just gives kind of like a surprised gasp. He doesn't say anything else, but he readies something. Farron, it is technically your turn. You can make it out like to the stairs.
Yeah,
you're pretty close. Yeah, you could basically do the same thing. You could basically do the same thing that Marilla did.
All right, so I swing the door open.
Yep.
What do I see?
So let me. You can go up the same stairs Morella did, or up a different set. It's up to you. There's 3 sets of stairs that lead out, but you go up the main ones. I assume the ones that Morella would be
the easiest.
Yeah, and I'm gonna just put you on. It's gonna get crowded up in here. Put you on this square. Move you to the token layer. Congratulations, Farron. You can see what you can see. But roll me a perception check.
Okay. Hey.
Solid.
You also
Well
notice
done,
that the
Farron.
ground is covered in these warped spikes.
So completely, there's no.
Yeah, there looks like to be nowhere to move without incurring the wrath of these spikes that exist here.
Okay. With that, then I think I would actually draw my bow and ready an arrow should I see some.
All right, sounds good. Moving along, Captain Olag gets up. He pulls out his scimitar, and he looks around to see what might be going on. Perception. He also notices that there's spikes, but he's on the edge, so he actually is going to move to over here. And I think he's going to shout, because an 18 is high enough to see what's going on here. You hear him shout, he's like, "Arg! They're climbing the sides!" And he like points his scimitar in the direction of where Clark fell over. Oh, you know who I didn't roll for, guys? You guys
Hannibal?
suck. Yeah.
No, it's okay.
Hold on, I'm gonna roll for him now. Hannibal. Boom! Okay,
Yeah.
doesn't matter.
Well, I called it. I was like, he's gonna roll one. It's not gonna.
Doesn't matter. Holy crap. He is literally the worst at life.
It's okay.
Alright, and does he have anything he can do? What the hell, Hannibal token? There we go. Okay, cool. What is he going to do? Does he have anything that he can do? Let's see here, Mr. Captain. Nope, he doesn't. So he's actually, I think what he's going to do is he's going to use his action to pull out a dagger in one hand and a scimitar in the other hand. He's going to dual wield them because he's awesome like that. Oh, this guy's dead. Vi, it is your turn. You can come up the back stairs
I was gonna
in half your movement.
I'd like to do that.
Okay. I'm gonna move you to the back stairs, and I'm gonna put you on the token layer, and you can see what you can see. That whole green area. Actually, you have to roll me a perception check, I guess, technically. Okay. You do not see the spikes.
I'm gonna use lucky.
Okay.
A dead look, though.
What's your bonus?
2.
It's the same as the other roll.
Gonna do it again. I really want to do something.
Incoming lucky for that 777.
Oh, it's gonna happen because that's my luck. That's it.
But 777 is good luck.
Ha! I see what you did there.
Did you
Ha,
see what I did there?
ha,
Did
ha,
you like it?
ha, ha,
Thank
ha,
you for
ha.
laughing. Oh my god, I hate everything.
Yeah, that's still not enough to see the spikes.
Well, damn.
Now, granted, I'm not gonna like say you have to go out and run into them because like you as a player are good enough not to metagame. I believe you. I'm not sure Vi would run onto the deck of a ship that is clearly like under attack. So
No, she wouldn't anyway, but I wanted to do something to them.
you got one more lucky.
I know, but like, all right, fine. I do have inspiration too.
All right.
So.
Yeah, you have inspiration. It's true.
But I mean that for like later.
Yeah, for later, right? Yeah, you couldn't use it on this roll.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, guys, incoming one. Here we go.
I'm calling an 8. I'm fucking close, but
A 12 is enough.
I was gonna say it's still
To
not
see
enough,
the
right?
spikes.
Son of a-
So yeah, I think you get like the ping in the back of your head, and like you don't listen to it at first because you're groggy and like just woke up and like are confused, and then you get like another ping in the back of your head, and you're like, oh, and then you look down like right as you were about to step, and it was about to like puncture through your boot into your foot. You see a spike, and you notice the spikes.
Okay, so then I'm gonna cast this.
Yeah, cool. So, any spell
It's
of
a
third
level
level or
2
just
spell,
ends.
right?
It
If I can guess.
yes, it is a level
So it
2
ends.
spell.
Boom.
So everybody sees the group of like the warped wood and stuff start to and goes back and returns to normal. As Vi casts her magic. What does that look like? Do you just like snap your fingers and it goes away, or?
I think Vi bends down and pulls the thorn out of her boot, and when she flicks it towards the rest of them, they all disappear.
Yeah, they just vanish, and the effect is gone. All right. And it's Hannibal's turn. He's going to come running up behind you, Vi. And he's probably going to say, because it's Hannibal, what's going on?
Vi just looks at him and like points towards the side of the ship and says, "I believe we're being boarded."
Right, yeah, cool. Awesome. Excellent. So he's going to ready an attack if things are to come over. Which brings me back to Arkady. So Arkady, you can like do the same thing as Chester. You can poke out and have your full turn. So I'll show you the things that are currently ongoing.
Wait.
Boop. There you are. So,
boop.
yeah, again, you don't see anything currently, but you can roll a perception check to see what you see, and this is not for the spikes because they're gone. But you heard the captain say, like, shout what he shouted. Although a 6 is not going to be enough to see the thing that you need to see.
Arkady is still busy being bleary in Russian.
Yeah, right, yeah. You're like, I haven't even had my
So
shot.
who is... I just want to get a sense of who the tokens are representing, because there's obviously the people I know and then
Yes.
several unlabeled.
So this guy, who is probably, like, floating in the water, if you can, like, see him in the lantern light, that's shit, I can't remember his name. Clark. That's Clark. The captain is up here, shouting orders and pointing, as his token is, at, like, they're boarding over the sides, so, like, you can at least roughly estimate that that's what they're doing. And then this guy over here is, what do you call him? Ullman. All the people that you can see currently are your own people.
Okay, so although the captain is shouting about boarding, I can't see anyone trying to board us right now.
Correct. Yes, he's like peering out over the side, which you can totally go do, but you know you'll have to
Yep.
like move over there and look
That
and
is-
stuff like that.
That is exactly what's going to happen.
Okay, yeah. So you move over there and look, and what you see climbing up the side of the ship is not a human,
Oh boy!
but it is possibly the largest lizard you've ever seen. And you see that he is using his claws to like gouge into the ship and climb up, and one of his claws is like holding on to this this rope as he's climbing up, and he's almost to the top. And in his mouth, he's got his mouth, which first of all is elongated and large. He's purplish in tint. He's got this long trident in his mouth,
Oh, bummer.
Awkward. Okay. And the lighting is like. Has this thing noticed me, or is it just busy climbing?
It's busy climbing. It hasn't noticed you. You're tiny and like peering out.
Cool. Okay. Arkady will take a step back. Can I use cunning action to hide?
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
And ready an attack to impale that thing when it gets to the top.
When he comes up over the top. Yeah, cool. Awesome. I like it. So roll a stealth for me, just in case. He's going to have disadvantage because you'll only have a moment to decipher the situation. All right, so an 18. Cool. Chester, it's your turn again. You can't see this guy, even though I've revealed him.
Can I see anything?
You see what you can see besides this token.
Oh, Jesus.
I'll remind you rolled a 6.
Yeah, Chester is... He's still... The boat's stopped at this point, right?
It's been stopped the whole night. You guys have, anchored up in this location.
Gotcha. So Chester's slowly recovering at this point.
Yeah, for sure.
With his crossbow ready, he steps out into the light, or the moonlight again. Try and see if he can see anything where the arrows came from.
Yeah, cool. Yeah, sure.
Because
so
he knows the direction.
Yeah, absolutely. So go ahead and roll a perception check, and we'll see if you can beat these things stealth.
Yes.
Nice. Yeah, a 20. Actually, I hadn't even rolled their stealth yet, so I'm gonna figure that out real quick.
I can still lose that check.
You can. Let's see. What's their stealth? Nope. You got them.
Yes.
So you see, there appears to be. You can't tell what they are. But there appears to be a couple of figures hiding in the grass out here, the tall grass. And I'm going to reveal their tokens just to reveal them, not because you can see what they are, but just so you have a general distance of where they might be.
Gotcha.
You can see these 3 guys that appear to be out. And I'll actually, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a little aura around them because they're really fucking hard to see. Against the green
they do blend in a little, yeah.
I mean, that's kind of the point. That's the point I was making, but it's actually hard to look at. So let me just there.
But here's the question, Mr. DM.
Mm-hmm.
These are not the Geico geckos trying to save us 50% on our boat insurance.
They are not attempting to save you 15%. They're attempting to relieve you of your valuables and lives.
What a shame.
So, now that I can actually see something, I'm going to fire my crossbow at this guy.
The guy at the bottom?
The guy at the bottom, and I'm going to snipe him.
Cool. Yeah, do it.
Eyes.
Do it. A 16. Is a 16 enough on these guys? It sure is. So you deal a total of 26 damage. Your bolt flies true. And you hear the thud, and you hear the as it impales him. The hump, the mold of the grass, appears to still be moving, but he is injured severely.
All right, Chester lets out this very relieved sigh, saying, "Oh. It's not demons again. I can do this. Let's go, guys!"
It's definitely not demons.
And he hides back in the staircase.
Okay, go ahead and hide.
Still
roll me a stealth. Yeah. 12. Okay, cool. So, unfortunately, this is not the only giant lizard.
Bring it, you fucking lizards.
He leaps up over the deck. Morella, you see one leap up over the deck. And then you guys see up top, there's another one that leaps up over the deck. Now, I believe there's a lot of people who had readied actions to do things. So...
Indeed.
I'm going to roll the perception check for them, just to see if they can see the people that are hidden, to judge whether or not they're going to have... you're going to get your sneak attack damage, basically. So it's against an 18, I think, for you, right, Arkady?
Yes.
Perceive, yeah.
Yeah. He does. So he makes eye contact right before you go to stab him, which really only means you're not going to get the advantage in sneak attack damage. You'll still get to stab him. Like, you still get your reaction.
Yeah, but I mean, the sneak attack is what makes it worthwhile.
It kind of is.
Oh, well.
But he does have a big, nasty crossbolt into him.
Well, that guy doesn't juice. That's a lot of dice.
Wrong guy.
You hit, no problem, dealing him 5
For
damage.
minimum damage. God damn it.
Not quite the Arcadi we're used to, I think.
Not my favorite. Oh, well.
So, Farron, I believe you also had a ready action, right? To shoot
Yes.
something. Alright, so would you shoot at this guy, or would you shoot at this guy? It's really, it's kind of up to you, like, who you would see first.
Yeah, my attention was.
Okay, yeah, because
It's
that's where
fine.
like the captain was pointing to and stuff. Yeah, cool, awesome.
So, I let my 2 arrows fly. Yeah.
You only get the 1 attack. You don't get to use extra attack, I don't think, on the reaction.
Yeah.
You just get a single attack.
Okay, sure, that's
I'm
fine.
about to find out.
But yeah,
You hit
Another-
him, no problem. Dealing
is
him
it?
11 damage. And see, none of these guys have like resistances to your stuff, so I don't even have to do math now. It's great. I'm so sick and tired of resistances, man. Let me
Yeah,
tell you.
man, I'm tired of fucking resistances too.
Resistances suck. They just have a lot of health. Your arrow like pierces him, and it like pierces like the scaly hide, and you can see like this greenish blood start to leak out. But, so you've probably seen like berserker type warriors fight before. He seems cool with this. He's okay with it. He's not too threatened by that.